All right, here we are with Antonio Oliva, who just got second place at the Alicante Mana Vortex Regional. So what'd you play and how'd you do?
Well, I was playing Dracotail as usual. I did really well. I only dropped like 4 games. I went X1, lost the finals against Lunalight. Happens. But yeah, the deck was performing super well, and it was really cool to play because like I was playing a very different version to what people are used to playing. But this deck fits me better than the standard build, and yeah, let's get into it. I was playing 3-5, 3 Lucas, Molulu, normal stuff. For bricks, 2 Pan, 3 Urgula, 1 Frixel, pretty standard. Spells, I cut 1 Rahul because you don't need the third one, and if you see multiple spells, usually you lose the game. Even if they're like super strong, you don't want to draw them, you want to access them. Then the 3 traps. For Albas, I'm playing 2 Walvas, 1 Ecclesia. I'm not playing either the old one or a third white. I don't think I want to see too many of these cards. I'd rather access them in other ways. They're fine, but like the games where you draw like 2 or 3 cards of these, they're very hard to win, so I'd rather not. I'm playing 1 Shrouded. I think this card is insane. I'd rather draw Shrouded than Walvas because it means I start with a 5-card hand and also have access to Walvas, whereas if I draw Walvas, I have a 4-card hand with access to Walvas. But yeah, like MVP. Then I'm playing 3 Cartesias because again, if I have Walvas in graveyard, this is free to summon, and I'm doing extra deck shenanigans that maybe some people are used to seeing. So yeah, 3 Cartesias. I'm playing, also helps with like the consistency that we lost when losing names and Ketus. 2 Raffle, pretty standard, and only 1 Fallen. I don't think you need more, and they're like not that great of a, it's not that great of a card, and you have so many ways to access it nowadays that you can just play 1. For the grind game, they're nice to have more of them, but they are not really necessary, and I'd rather just play like more useful cards and just access this through Albion. Now for non-engine, we're playing 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 2 Bell. I don't think you need the third one most of the time unless you're like playing against a deck that's really weak to it. Again, I don't want to draw multiples. 1 Nib, because I had the space and this is nice for Titanic Lad, so to lose slightly less against Lunalight. Magna and Coldbite. These 2, I wish I could play 38 cards instead of 40. But I needed to fill the deck somehow, and Magna is fine, it's really good in the mirror, but like that's about it. And Coldbite, I just felt like the deck was a bit weaker going first. Like the deck is insane going second, and it's fine going first, but I wanted like a bit of a push going first, so that's why the Coldbite's there. For the extra deck, we're playing 2 Artha, 1 Gulamel, 1 Sholas. You don't need the third Arthalion. You have so many ways to record between Ecclesia, like just the traps, Shaulas. You don't need it. I think Shaulas is a really neat card. I don't think it's necessary for most builds, but playing 2 Rahu, it's really nice to have the edge so you can like keep recycling them. It makes the grind game a lot better, and it's just a neat way to out certain problematic cards, like for example Garunix. You don't want it in rotation, and it just gets it out of the way. I'm playing the card that beats Malice and Yummy. Surprisingly useful. I didn't play it for the longest time after Burst Protocol, but like it's just so good. 1 Secretarian. I don't need the second one. Then we're playing the funny card that I love to put in every deck. This just it gives you access to Albion and the Albas by extension on the following turns, even if you only draw 1 Cartesian, like you can't make the synchro, and just is an 8 for Photon Lord. 1 Chaos for utility and outing die fight, and then we go branded package, Ecclesia, Albion, Titanic Lad, Albonatus. I wish I didn't need to play. I didn't have to play Titanic Lad, but Lunalight is certainly a deck. But outside of that, I'm not playing Mirror Jade nor Lubellion. I don't think Mirror Jade is that necessary. I mean, it's a fine card, but like a lot of the times, I would just be summoning it during the opponent's turn more than in my turn. And during the opponent's turn, Mysterion would be just as good usually as Mirror Jade. So I don't think it's necessary, and I got the space. That's about it for the Fallen stuff. I'm playing 2 links, Crush Heap and SP. Usually people don't find the space to play these because like they just are super built on getting locked to fusions as soon as they can. but I really like the options that Crush Ship gives you. Like most of your insane boards have a Crush Ship on field because it's so good. It allows you to loop like so many resources. You have so many ways to fuse. You can like do fusion like 3 or 4 times in one turn. And just SP is a nice generic utility. And finally, I'm playing the Photon Lord. This hasn't changed since the Duad format. This card is insane and is probably like my favorite play going first. And you have like you have so many more ways to enable it. You have Albalanetus, you have the Synchro, you have like so many ways to build it, to make this. For side deck, 3 Charmies, 3 Charmies. They're really good. I don't have much to say about them. This is a deck that like you can just spam Charmies at people and they have to deal with the problem, and you have like so many good draws between like Nibiru, Magna, 5 mana. Like, it's just really tough for the opponent. So I really enjoy playing 9 Charmies. I'm playing, for going first cards, I'm going for these. So Judgment, I like it over Dragon's Mind, because Dragon's Mind is usually a card that when you get to resolve a fusion, you immediately win the game if you have Dragon's Mind. But usually this deck only loses when you don't get to resolve a fusion, and when you do that, Dragon's Mind is terrible. And you don't need a second use for it, so most of the time Judgment is just better. It like covers the games that become difficult way better than Dragon's Mind. I'm playing an extra Frixel and an extra Shrouded. I think the extra Shrouded is super standard at this point. It just gives you more names, it cycles the deck super good. But I felt like I wanted more names. I wanted like as long as I see names, I can play any game. The only games where you lose are the games where you don't see any Dracotail cards. So I just wanted more names to play with. I'm also playing a card that I don't think I've seen anyone play, but it's a funny one. It's Dogmatic Lawbringer. So this guy, you summon it whenever you make an Arthalion or like any fusion. You go Lawbringer, send Albion, so you have Fallen and the Virtuous access. Then you put it under a Photon Lord, so it's super free. It installates your board immediately. And it doesn't matter that like the opponent also sends, like you don't summon this against decks that use Valon, but like if they send like an Albion or a Dogma Dragon or whatever, you're gonna negate it in the end phase with Photon Lord, so you don't care. And this guy, whenever you negate with Photon Lord, after you've done your Fallen and the Virtuous, this guy will fetch your Fallen and the Virtuous. So even though I'm only playing 1, technically you can loop it infinitely, because Arthalion can get this back and this gets back Fallen, and Ecclesia loops the targets, so it's very interesting. I'm playing this to FTK board breaker decks. I didn't want to, because like floodgates are cringe, but it's true that like some matchups become incredibly easier if you just don't have to deal with droplet, anti-magic arrows, and all this bullshit. So yeah, that's you just grant for this, and you don't even need to branded fusion for it, and yeah, it's super easy to summon. Then some more one-offs. If you notice, most of the side deck besides the Charmies are all one-offs. I'm playing the 3rd Bell and the 2nd Nibiru. Depending on the matchup, I side them in, but they're super nice cards to have. I'm playing this to out-die-fi and like just problematic decks. Since you're like spamming Charmies at people, usually they're gonna make minimalistic board to try to not give you too many draws, and then just this clears all of the background and you can deal with whatever they have left. And finally, I'm playing 1 Phantasme. This is an MVP against Yummy and Malice. Like this fixes your hand immediately. I also cite this in for Radiant Typhoon, because even though for Radiant Typhoon I'm only ever gonna get like the 1 draw from the link, it's still like fixing your hand. So important against Radiant Typhoon, because with Radiant Typhoon you only need to pick your hand to have enough ways to do quick effects, so they can't ever chain mandate on you. So yeah, this is super good. And that's the deck, 40 cards, a bunch of interesting colors on the side deck. Usually you have a lot of colors under this. I've summoned it with orange cards, purple cards, and white cards. I don't know, it's a really fun version of the deck. I really like it, and yeah.
Alright, sounds awesome. Before we finish, any shoutouts?
Yes, so of course, everyone here that has accompanied me, all of the Madrid guys, also Noé, who is filming this. They're super nice, they're amazing friends, and I'm very happy that they join me in these trips. Of course, shoutouts to our sponsor, Padis, and everyone from Team Nemesis. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this profile.
Alright.